Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. Are you ready for the most aggressive trade of all time? Taking my portfolio to $1 million. Started 4 years ago with $5,000. We're now 300,000 with the Roth IRA included, 228 just here in the brokerage account. But now it's time to accelerate things and take them to $1 million live on the show. Unedited, unscripted, nothing will be deleted, nothing will be taken away. Everything is there for evidence. In fact, every day I ask you to fact check me live and verify what I say and what I do. And what I do is what I say, and what I say is what I do live on the show. I ask you, did I make this prediction? Did I say this? Did I do that? Did I do this on this video? Did I mention this in Discord or wherever it might be? And you answer live in the show. So everyone who sees our show can verify, check. Trolls can see it and just get frustrated. It's what we do. We're here to be live 12 hours a day and to grow the first channel in the world to 1 billion. And we'll do it. We're on target for 13 years. This year we'll be at 500,000. Next year, 1 million. And then it starts to accelerate. Okay, so what am I talking about today? The one big thing. I have gone all in and I've used XRP to pay for it. Let me explain exactly what I've done. This is my portfolio. Looks pretty painful right now, doesn't it? Down 4 grand today. Well, it is. However, what I'm doing is I'm buying distressed stocks that are about to explode, but I'm doing it in a very precise way and I'm paying for it with XRP. I'll show you how I'm doing it, and all my trades are shown to you live in Discord and Electrum 24 hours a day. If you want my trades and all my positions live, here they are. This is Discord. You can join Discord and get all of my trades 24 hours a day if you are a pro Lucasade, or you can go for the option of Electrum. It's a YouTube membership where I post it on Electrum. You can get it all of there. So I'm sharing all my trades live with you. I'm doing it. I'm up all night. I'm supporting you. I'm providing one-on-one support. We got video calls. We got 2 on-stage events a day. But let's get straight into it. And let me show you all my positions. So this is all my money. This is the brokerage account. This is my crypto position, $103,000. Remember I told you I would have more crypto than most of you here. When I wasn't even in it, I said I'd get $100,000. Well, I've been trimming off the top and making money. I'll come to that in a moment. What about the Roth IRA? The Roth IRA is up the top. There's another $54,000. If we look over here,
this.
Thank you very much indeed. We got
Enrique Duvasquez 8,925 has become a member. Morning banana heads portfolio looks good, Martyn.
Absolutely right. This is my portfolio here, 283,000. Where's all my money going? We were $312,000 just a couple of weeks ago. So why did I just not sell and sit in cash? I could earn 4%. I could do that, but that would mean I don't know what to do, and I'm scared. I'm not scared. I know exactly what I'm buying. I'm doing it live in front of you, live on my show, and sharing it all on Discord and Electrum. So there's my portfolio. It's dropped a bit. Well, how confident am I, really? Am I using margin? You betcha. I've spent all my money. Every penny I've earned in the whole life is in here. Plus, I'm using margin. Let me show you my buying power on my main account. Let me go. There you go. $415 left. What does that mean? That means I've used all of my margin. Let me show you exactly how much. There you go, 160,000. I'm all in, but you might say, I've seen you use $300,000 or $400,000 of margin. You have, but the reason why it doesn't show up is because I'm in crypto. And remember, crypto is not on margin with Robinhood. It's as if it's a withdrawal. So your margin maintenance line is based upon your stocks, not your crypto. It's kind of cool. I like that. It regards it as gone, done, and finished. So if it drops 80%, you're not going to be margin called. It's a little top tip there for you. But anyway, it still requires a lot of discipline and management. So I've used that money to buy crypto, and I'm using XRP and Ethereum to pay for all of this. So This is my position. I have in XRP right now. I have, I'll show you how much I have exactly, $64,000. It's trimmed. Where's the money gone? Well, I had over $100,000 just of XRP. I've been selling, and I've been selling for profit using lots. Most crypto investors, or gamblers I should say, do not understand and know this strategy. We teach it in a lecture, we show our lectrum, in a YouTube lectrum we show you our trades, and in Discord we actually teach this and show you exactly how to always win with crypto. Always win, and I always do win, and those that follow me on Discord will know. In fact, I'm now going to go to my first verification test, so you know this is genuine information. Not only do we have the verification tick from YouTube, and that's very, very important. If I look below here on the video, you will see. What does this mean? In the space of investing, this is a big deal. See this here? The verification tick. It means our content is genuine, authentic, as approved and agreed by YouTube. That's important to share with you. Not all crypto and financial channels have that tick, and we do. So I'm going to ask my first verification from my audience. You have seen, if you're on Discord and you're on Electrum, you have seen my trades. Have I always 100% been winning? I post every single trade, yes or no. You've seen me trade. You've seen me sell my crypto to pay for my Google. Have I been selling for losses, or have I been winning on every single trade? So if you've watched Electrum, YouTube, you'll see all the posts, the screenshots. If you are on Discord, you will see the screenshots, the trades, and I'm in the chat telling you what I'm doing when I pivoted from XRP into Ethereum. So if you've seen me win and you know I'm winning on my trades, I'm not hiding it. I'm not losing. I'm never losing. I'm always winning. If you've seen those posts, you will just share with the world so the trolls and bots just get annoyed because they go, well, everyone's saying he's winning. I don't understand it. I keep telling everybody he's losing. Anyway, let's see it. Yes or no? Thank you very much indeed. And of course, if we get a troll come in, it'll be one or two. But as you can see, 100% of you are saying yes. You've seen my trades. You know I'm winning. So my XRP has been trimmed and it says I'm down 13%. That doesn't look good, does it? I was only down a couple of percent a few days ago. Why is that? That's because I sold from the bottom with the least profit, but I sold profit nevertheless. So it's raised my average. So my overall return for what's left is down even more. Is that a problem? No, it's because of the average, the way the average and the mean average works. If you sell from the top, you'd have to sell from a loss right now. We don't do that. Some people do that. They think, well, I'll sell from the top and lower my average. That was taught to them by crypto channels and people like BitBoy, crazy lunatics like that. That means they're always losing money. No, in a time of an uptrend, we can sell from the top. If it's going down, we sell from the bottom. We still take profit, but that means our average goes up. Do we care about that? No, we don't care about the average. We care about always winning. That's my XRP. Made a lot of money on XRP the last couple of weeks, over $20,000. That's paying for my Google on the way down. What about Ethereum? Ethereum, how much Ethereum have I got right now? $40,000, 39,831 to be precise. Again, I've been selling from the bottom. We can't sell from the top. We haven't got there yet, but we're selling from the bottom and we're making money. Many thousands of dollars made on Ethereum. Again, that's paying for my Google. Let's go further down. I've got nothing in Bitcoin, nothing in Dogecoin. That's just dust. You can't get rid of it. The S&P 500, I'm fully out of the S&P because when we pull back worse, and we will, I can buy and pivot back into the S&P 500. SGov earning me 4%. I'm out of that. There's no point parking my money. I can buy massive discounts now in Google. Coca-Cola, I made my money on Coca-Cola. Many of you said, why have you sold? Well, it reached my target, went back down again. And remember, the rotation goes in between Google, tech stocks, and Coca-Cola. We always want to make sure we're on the right side of the rotation. So I've taken my money out of Coca-Cola. Robinhood and Google. We'll start off with Robinhood and then we'll finish with Google. I've got $26,000. Again, I've sold and made profit profit on this, and I've also been able to lower my average and bring it down. Pretty nice, I think you'll agree. Right, so finally, the big trades. And basically, I've echoed this on my Roth IRA, just in case you're wondering, all right? No point going through the whole thing again. Google, there is my Google. Now, some people ask, which Google should you buy? Makes no bloody difference. It's just whether you want voting rights or not. I'm not going to be on the board. Makes no odds. Just buy whichever one you like. It doesn't matter. These two make up the S&P, and it's the same thing anyway. So just do whatever you like. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, we're buying Google, and we've now got all in $258,340. I'm down $21,000. Oh my God, that'll go down well. People go, my God, Martyn's losing money. No, Martyn's buying and catching a falling knife carefully. Catching a falling knife is a fallacy. People talk about it on YouTube, on crypto channels that haven't got a clue what they're talking about. I say, don't catch a falling knife. Yes, you do. You catch a falling knife carefully. That's exactly what Warren Buffett did. Oh, by the way, just to give you an idea of how bullish I am on Google, we've got all the major players. We've got retail getting wiped out, focusing on the next big pump on crypto, while I'm taking profit from them because they keep getting margin called with their over leveraging. And I am joined by Warren Buffett. I'm joined, and they're about to increase their Google allocation, and Cathie Wood and others. You know I don't like Cathie Wood very much, but she's also buying Google. She's paying a slightly higher price than me. I was already in, and she's following me, but there you go. Either way, I'm buying Google, and I've got some good company. Institutions are buying while retail gets wiped out. So what does this all mean for my portfolio? Well, it means at the moment, you're going to keep going down, and my portfolio keeps going down. Let's look at the year to date. So we're behind the S&P right now. Let's go to the S&P year to date and see how it's performing. There is the S&P 500, VU in other words. If we go year to date, how is it doing? I just realized that's not a very good screen, is it? You can't. So why can't you see that? I've just realized something a minute. That's a bit strange. Let me just... I wonder what that is. Is it too... Oh, hello. Let me just increase that a little bit. Let me take it off the screen.
At Charlie Balls at 8W tipped £2 through Super Chat. Please show all time.
I will happily do that. Oops, hang on a minute. We are... Oh, hang on a minute. That's a bit... Why isn't that showing? The S&P 500 year to date. That should be on the screen. Let me try that again. Oh my gosh. Up. I'll do that again. Just bear with me a second. I'm just trying to tidy this up. For some reason, the resolution has changed and I can't show you my all time. And that's... there you go. I don't want things hidden off the screen. You can't bloody see what's going on. Right, there you go. Let me do that. Is that better? Okay. I don't know why that was. Right, there you go. That's better. All right, that's better. You can now see. Let me just check all the positions are the same. It's not quite right. Hang on a minute. I've just got to sort this out. Otherwise, you can't see everything, and I want you to be able to see everything. But why am I not showing everything on the screen? Just bear with me. I don't like how that looks. That doesn't look very nice. Go to individual positions. Yeah, this is rubbish. I've got to tweak this. Sorry about this, folks. I want to make sure you can see everything because I don't want to be trying to mislead anybody. You want to see everything. Right, there we go. Is that better? You can see all of that now. For some reason, it's not quite the way I normally have it. I don't know if the resolution has changed. Anyway, let's go to individual stocks. XRP, that's better. Let me go into VU. Still not quite right. I'm going to zoom it a bit more. Okay. We'll get there, folks. Don't know why this has done this. It's changed resolution all of a sudden. Okay. There we go. That's the positions now. And over there, yes, that looks fine. And then if we go to XRP crypto as well, yeah, you can now see everything. All right, someone just asked me if I would share my all-time position. Of course I will. I'll show you anything you want. Right, so let me come back to here. Now, bearing in mind look at that. There you go. My portfolio has been reset several times, so it doesn't really reflect everything, but I'll show you anyway. So there's my live position. This is my position right now. We're up $1,800 in the last few seconds, as you can see. On the 1 day, I'm down $4,400. On the week, I'm down $13,000 because we're buying all the way down on this Google. Past month, down $22,000. Remember, it's a large portfolio. There's 300 grand here, and there's 160 in margin. So we're going to get massive swings. Warren Buffett was asked, what does it like to lose millions in 1 day? And he answered, well, I haven't lost millions. I haven't sold. So the portfolio is going to go up massively now. And as I get to near $1 million, you're going to see me up and down 100 grand in a day. That's just part of the course, right? 3 months, you can see I'm down as well. This is because I've taken all the profit and I'm buying all of this Google on the way down. So my portfolio is going to keep going down. Year to date, now then, we want to show you the S&P first of all. I'm way behind the S&P 500, way behind. Let's look at VU right now. VU, the year to date on VU is, there we go. Year to date on the S&P 500 is down 0.82. But I don't want to be in the S&P. I want to be in the stocks that are most likely to rebound faster. And that for me is Google. That's my best value. And I'll show you why it's best value in a moment. I'll come to it. But the S&P is down 0.82. Well, I'm down a lot more than that now because I'm using margin. That's perfectly normal. That's what you'd expect. So if I go back to my year to date, you can see I'm down 4.73. I'm still not happy with the way that looks. Yeah, there you go. I don't know why it's not as good. It's really frustrating me now. Yeah, I'm on the right one. Anyway, so I'm down 4.71 on the year to date, way more than the S&P. Well, of course I am, because I'm out of defensive positions and I'm using margin. Now, margin amplifies double. So if the S&P is down 1, I'm automatically going to be down 2. But because I've been buying a Google, which is down and AI is selling off, that's what it's accelerating me down. And that's okay. I want to get the lower stocks. I want to get what everybody is selling, but I'm using my crypto to pay for it. So the 1 year, let's go look at the 1 year. The 1 year, I'm up 20% on the year. Still fantastic. Over 12 months, I'm still up. I've still made $38,000. Nothing wrong with that. We're very, very happy with that. And then we go to our all-time position, and we're also up. Now, that has been absolutely decimated in the last few weeks. You can see it's down, still up 14%, made 29 grand. This portfolio has been reset several times, so it doesn't show you the whole range from 5,000 to 300,000, because not only that, you're not showing the Roth IRA. You're just showing the main account here, and you've not shown that's been reset several times. That doesn't really matter. What matters is this portfolio is showing up 14.5%, which is great, right? We're consistently up. We're making money. That big V shape there was Liberation Day. That's when I made all my money. Now, remember, I also lost $40,000 at the beginning. When I started trading 4 years ago, I made mistake after mistake after mistake. That was all of this. All of this is when I first started, I lost lots and lots of money. I lost 40,000, at 30,000 with Virgin Galactic, and another sort of 10,000 plus with Virgin Orbit. Ever since then, I've been winning all the way through. And then we had Liberation Day. We bought the bottom. Now, you see the same thing here. People stressed out, and all the trolls and the bots went, oh my God, look, he's losing all this money. This was Liberation Day. So what I did was I bought the bottom with my margin, and that accelerated me up. So down the stairs, up the elevator, right? Very, very quick. We're now doing it all over again. We're repeating the same pattern again. So we're coming down really, really quickly. We're not out of the market. We're not afraid. We're not bothered what people say about us. We share everything live on the show. Everyone has seen it on everything. Everyone sees my trades, all of my trades on Electrum and Discord. You all know what I'm saying. I ask you to verify me live in the show, and there you go. Now, someone is saying to me, wow, this is bad. It's not bad at all, but you're a Charlie Ball. You're very welcome to say that. I know who you are, and you've just won a membership. So you didn't pay for the membership, did you? So I know you're trying to discredit me, and that's absolutely fine. I've answered your question for everyone to see. It's not bad. You can tell everybody it's bad, and you can imagine it's bad, but it's not. I'm doing exactly what I did the last time we had this massive spike down. I'm buying with a vengeance, and all that will happen is in the next coming months or weeks, it'll rally up again, and you'll see me reach the $1 million live on this show. Do I look stressed? Do I look bothered? Do I look upset? Absolutely not. Okay, now I'm going to go into much more detail. So let me, before I go into, I just wish I could just fix this. I'm really not happy with it. For some reason, the, what do you call it? The, settings on my phone, what do you call it? Bloody hell, what's it called? The resolution has changed. I'm trying to make that look better, but I'll have to do it off air, I'm afraid. Right, okay. So let me now go to my comments and questions. Let's answer the members' questions, because obviously I've given you a lot of information. There may be some confusion. So let me now go to comments and questions. Don't forget, anyone can call in. You can be live on the show as well. And we'll open up the phone line in a minute. So let me now go to members only, so I can answer everybody's question. If you want to call in and be live on the show, I will open up the phone line as well. So let me go to members. Okay, so if you've given me a question or a comment, please repeat it and I'll see it now. We are now in members only, so if you've got a comment or a question or anything you want to say, please now repeat it. So let me do this. Let me do this. This is the interview screen where you can call in. So if you are a member of the channel, only a member, please, and you're not trying to just shout and scream, live phone in. If you want to call into the show, you are very, very welcome. There you go. Call in, ask me anything you want. There you go. I've pinned it to the top. So if you want to call in, you have to be a member. Just click on that link. You don't require any software. You can call in, ask me anything you want, and we'll have a discussion. And then in a minute, we're going to go into detail. So let's start now with our members' questions. So Joseph, thumbs up. Thank you, Joseph. You're saying the market will crash, and now you're saying it will rally. Yes, I do think it will crash. I'm buying on the way down and then it will rally. Yeah, don't confuse me. Yes, I believe it will. We are pulling back. Obviously, we're pulling back. I mean, it's not rocket science, UK investor. We are seeing a massive pullback. If you look at Google now, look on this screen, we've gone down. We are down today at 1.31. We're down 7% on Google. On the month, we're down 9.37. This is a major correction on Google. No question about it. Year to date, 4.91. The year, we're up 61%. We've had a rally and now we're selling off. To say we're not pulling back would be crazy. We are pulling back. However, these are the stocks that are least likely to be affected by rate holds or even rate increases, which we could get. These are the stocks that rallied the last time. They are least concerned about inflation. So anyway, have we got any more comments? Nobody wants to call in. I opened it up to anybody that wants to call in and challenge me. I'm very welcome to anyone to call in and be on the show. Our trolls never do that. They just don't do anything really. I can tell you he's worked hard because only 15K was made from markets in over 4 years. I can tell you he's worked hard because only 15K was made in markets over 4. No, it wasn't, Charlie. I know who you are, and that's utter nonsense. The portfolio has been reset 4 times. What do you mean I've worked hard? Yeah, I have worked hard. You're damn right I've worked hard. You got to earn money to invest. I get criticised by trolls. They say to me, Martyn, the only reason why you've made any money is because you've earned money. Well, yeah, you can't the stock market isn't a magic trick. You go out, you build a business, you earn money, you invest it. And when you see the market's down, you buy what's down. That's right. It's not about profit today, it's about profit in the future. You are right, I have worked hard, but I am investing wisely, and I've taken money from my portfolio, I've paid my taxes, I've reinvested in the studio, reset the portfolio. But anyway, perhaps you could make a video on proper work ethic for a word as butthurt at this one. For a world as butthurt as this one. Work ethic. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, a lot of many people that watch my show don't believe in work ethic. They don't want to build anything for themselves. They want to troll on the back of me or basically do nothing and just moan about stuff. Yes, I get on with it, work. I don't mind working 12, 15-hour days to build my business. Anyway, morning, Martin and family. Good move, as I made a nice chunk of change last year with Google after buying. There we go. Now, this is one of my big investors. This is Mark Saxby. He's always attending the Tesla, the SpaceX events. This guy here is a large investor, and he's saying, morning, Martin, good move, as I made a lot of money from Google. Absolutely right. I bought Google. This is the right thing to do, and you'll see it bounce back really, really quickly. Did you only invest in Google because Warren Buffett did? Absolutely not. I'll come to the reasons why in a minute. I said to you I'd go into more detail. I will. Nothing to do with Warren Buffett. I couldn't care less what Warren Buffett does. I do mention it either way, what he does, but I don't invest because Warren Buffett does, because Warren Buffett's position and understanding is very different from mine. Are you completely out of XRP? I cannot believe you just asked me that when I've just shown you on the screen that I've got $64,000 of XRP. I've literally just shown you on the screen. Why would you say such a thing? Morning, Martin and all. Diesel Raider. Martin, what's your outlook on the Clarity Act? Yeah, it's going to get passed, and then you're going to see everything rally once again. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. What happened to the 15 shares you bought for limit price of 304.70? Did you cancel it? What happened to the 15 shares you bought for limit price? Did you cancel it? What do you mean, did I cancel it? No, I didn't cancel any of my orders. Everything is posted on Discord and everything is shared on Electrum. I didn't cancel any of my orders. No, all the orders have gone through, and everybody in Discord will now say, yes, they've seen it. They've seen all my orders on Discord. So guys, on Discord or Electrum, if you've seen my trades of Google, you've been seeing me buying all the way down. In fact, you saw me buy at 301 last night at midnight. If you have seen me buy and continue these buy orders, please say yes or no from Discord or Electrum so everyone can see that I'm verified. So Jeffrey said, Charlie, you need to read his book. He has overcome more than just the stock market. What book's that? I haven't written a book. I haven't painted my face yet, so I ain't calling in, said 1970 Buckley. It's all swings and roundabouts. Patience is the key. It is, and not being afraid to buy on the way down. How did you choose what class, what to go for? It makes a difference. It doesn't make a damn bit of difference if you want to vote or not. It doesn't make any difference at all. Both make up the S&P. Makes no difference. Do whatever you like. It doesn't matter. I thought you had been banned from YouTube. What happened? I explained it all on the live show. No, we wasn't banned at all from YouTube. We were in a investigation. I never said I was banned. I put on the title banned, and when you watch the video, if you watched it, that you'd understand. Everybody understood. In fact, once again, let's go to my Discord and my YouTube members. Did everybody understand what I meant about being banned on YouTube? There were some that simply read and looked at an image and they decided, I don't need to watch the video. I've already decided the image tells me everything. I'm done. Where there were others that actually watched. Thank you so much, Diesel Raider.
At Diesel_Raider has become a member. Thank you for everything, Martin. Ignore the bloody trolls. The Lucasades are behind you 100%.
Thank you, Diesel Raider. But I would like you to verify me. Did I explain exactly what happened with our banning procedure? Did I explain exactly what happened through our investigation? Did I show you the tick gone and then the tick come back? Did I show you all that? Of course I did. Everyone is now verifying that in the chat. Thank you guys for verifying what I say. So I thought you were banned. No, I wasn't banned. I was going for an investigation. We've now learned more. We now know more, and thanks to the trolls, we've learned tools that we never knew existed. So thank you for that. We appreciate it. The trolls are part of the story. They give us strength, and they also educate us in things that we need to do. And we've learned more, and we've now got tools we never even knew existed, so we can actually apply those to the trolls themselves. It's actually quite fantastic. Buying utility tokens that look a good deal and holding till clarity. Lots of bargains. I'm only in XRP and Ethereum. That is it. I concentrate on a few things. Explain the whole reset thing. Makes no sense. YouTube just made 15 in 4 years. Evidence is on the screen. Charlie Ball, you told me that you are a paid member and you're here to support the channel, and all you're trying to do is discredit me. I know who you are. I know where you've came from. I know who told you what to ask me and all the rest of it, and continue. I'm not going to waste my time going backwards and forwards where everybody here is verifying in the chat and you're just looking like an arse. Continue, but I'm not going to waste my time on you. What's going on? And anyway, and beside the point, if I had made no money or lost money, what difference does it make to you anyway? You're just coming in, trying to discredit everything that we've achieved, when clearly there is money in my portfolio. Clearly everything is working, but you can't see it. And I mean, you know, a lack of preparation on your part or lack of knowledge on your part doesn't constitute an emergency or a panic on mine. I mean, that's your lack of knowledge is not my concern. What's going on with Ucoin? What's a Ucoin? No idea what that is. Martyn, would you trim Google if XRP dropped faster than Google? No, because I wouldn't sell for a loss. There's no point. I know that Google's going to go up 22% from this position, so why would I sell for a loss? That's a great gain. As long as I can beat the S&P every year, I'm more than happy. So I've got no interest in selling just because XRP drops faster. XRP doesn't make money. Google makes money. I made a good bit of Teo crypto using the same strategy as XRP. I had 30,000 invested in Nvidia, might sell some to buy Google. I think that would be a good idea. Wait until we get Nvidia earnings and learn about the earnings though. And when we beat on earnings, Google's going straight back up because there was institutional spending. Good afternoon from Denmark. Let's have a look. Slim, how are you? Yes, 100%. Yes, everyone is saying yes. They've seen everything. They know everything. Everything is verified. All my viewers, my members could say no. But of course, the trolls will say they're all brainwashed and they just say whatever I tell them to say because I have somehow built a cult where everyone does what I say. Will Google go down more at open? I've no bloody idea. If it does, I can't buy it. I'm all out of money at the moment. Anyway, so yeah, more people saying yes, yes, yes. Everything is verified. We've seen it all here. We're all good. But of course, they're all clones and they're all robots. And they're not even real people. And they just... you know, they're just pretending to be real. I don't know. What else have we got here? Roger that, Tiny. Thank you. People, you have no life. No, they don't. They do. The trolls are important. Because of the trolls, we've learned a lot of things. We've learned about tools we never knew we had or needed. Now we know about things we never even knew existed. So we thank the trolls for that. There's many, many reasons why the trolls have helped us out. So we have no problem with trolls, actually. And they also fuel us and give us energy to keep going. XRP to $1 anytime soon, Martyn. Yes, indeed, it could. Right, we got 3 minutes for the bell. Okay, I understand the ban videos as I watched it. There you go. Thank you. A lot of the people just didn't, and then they made videos about it and just made asses of themselves. And there you go. Off your pop, Charlie boy, says Urban Woodfire. Anyway, Charlie Ball, don't be a donkey. You mean, he means your coin. Oh, my coin? Okay, there's no update on that yet. This is a long-term project. Everything has to be right, and things aren't all in place yet. The Lucozade coin, are you launching it? Yes, there will be a coin from me, but it's not the right time, and we're not there. It's a very complex thing. I'm dealing with it on my own. It makes no sense. Are you scared to explain? Yeah, I'm terrified to explain. That's why I've done it live on the show. So you're making no sense at all. 3 minutes ago, yep, let's tune into Wall Street. They're on a break. Let's get ready to go to Wall Street. Let's get ready to ring the bell. He rotated capital through the average price that he bought as it isn't kept and resets Frankenmuth. Martyn, what made you pick Bitwise ETF over other ETFs? Bitwise, you mean for the XRP, is because of the fact it trades 24/7 on the on the Roth IRA. I can get in and out and follow crypto's moves. You can't do that with the other one. I love building a foundation on haters, and negativity means we're on the right path. It does. They don't get it. Martyn, trades are his trades. No one is telling you to follow his trades. If you do not know what you are doing, just watch and learn until you do. There you go. I speak truth. Martyn is about being open and honest. Thank you, Martyn, for all you do and help. Thank you. The Lucozade made money this weekend on XRP. Now we wait to make money on Google. Cheers to a good week indeed. Wrote a book called The Purpose of the Troll. They have a purpose. FAFO. Yeah, we have our own merchandise. That was done because of the trolls. Yep. Find out. Hopefully a greener day, Martyn. I hope so, but I don't mind if it goes lower. Hi, Martyn and everyone. I watched it too, but you didn't say I'm not banned in it, or I am banned anyway. Not trying to annoy. Let's leave it there. Indeed. Hi, John. Keep an eye on the SQQQ. Right, we got a minute to go. Let's get ready for the open. Are we ready to rumble? Okay, so we're down today. Do we care? Of course we bloody don't. I'm going to come on to the details in a minute of all of the reason why I've been buying Google as well. So anyway, let's get ready to go. Are you ready? We're about to go to Wall Street.
Or we think the United States, the administration.
Let's ring the bell in 28 seconds. Are you ready?
Actively allowing the Chinese to come in. They are
20 seconds to go. Let's ring the bell. Let's make some money today. If we go lower, that's okay. We'll get a bounce at some point on XRP. I will trim that and buy some more Google on the way down. Or basically just wait. When I get paid again and earn some more money, I'll put some more money in. But I got another week to go before I earn any more money. Just like everybody else, by the way. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
More clarity on the road to recovery.
The bell has gone. We are off and running. Let's go through our positions and see where we are up, down, left, right, or sideways. Let's go. So, we got the opening bell now. Oh, here we go. Opening bell. Bing, bing, bing. A few seconds behind us. There you go. Thank you, CNBC. Let's go through right now. Let's have a look. So, the overall portfolio is down $6,000 today. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? The S&P is down, but slowly pushing back up again. Virgin Galactic now down 1.37. Is the music a bit loud? Let me just trim it down to about there. Hopefully that's better. Oh, hang on a minute. Are we on one camera? There we go. That's better. All right, so Palantir on its way down this morning. Gold is down 2.76. I like that. Amazon is down today 0.31. Apple is up 0.27. Enphase Energy, one of my top picks, going to $100. Coca-Cola, defensive up. And we know what happens when it hits 80, 81. It trims and goes straight back into Google. So we're not chasing that. We don't chase stocks. We don't lose money. J&J, defensive, up this morning. Chevron Oil, up today, 0.81. Tesla, I wouldn't be buying Tesla, down 2%. McDonald's, defensive, up 0.9, kind of. Google, let's go to the day. We're down. We're trying to push back up again. Let's see what happens. Our portfolio is trying to go up. I could easily turn green today. Remember, with the position I'm in, I could have another 20 grand day. We had it the other day, and we could start trimming with those lots. If you don't know how lots works, join us live every day on Discord, and we explain it to you. So Google is down at the moment, trying to push up. Microsoft, much, much more expensive, and I don't mean the price, I mean the valuation. Meta platforms, same with Google. It can do well, go to $800. Nvidia 182 is going to $200. Wait for the earnings. If anyone requests it, we'll cover it live on the show. A $10 super chat, we will cover the Nvidia earnings. The choice is up to you. Tilray Brands, no value whatsoever. It's a joke stock. Robinhood, okay, Robinhood is going up. Can we make money on Robinhood? Let's have a look. We'll come to it in a second. We'll take some money from Robinhood this morning if we can. Rocket Lab, too expensive. Plug Power, error load in the chart. What's going on with that one? Try again. Plug Power, Russian manipulation. We're not interested in it. Bitcoin going nowhere. Could go down to $50,000. We don't want no part of it. XRP, we've made money from it. Down today. We're not buying it here. We'd buy it for $1. We're not buying it here. We bought it here before. We've made money here before. We're not doing it again. Ethereum is up slightly, but until we go above 2.2, I've got nothing to sell. It could easily pop there today, and I could take some money to buy some more Google on the way down. Right, there's our positions. Welcome to the big show. It's great to have you here. Welcome. Smash the like button, folks. I'll be right back. Okay, so Ethereum, let's go back. I was looking at Ethereum last. Let me go back now and see if Robinhood could make me any money. So if we go into Robinhood now, it's turning green. Okay, very nice. It's a crypto play. Let's go to trade. Let's clear the screen so you can see what I'm doing. And let's go into sell. Let's make some money and buy more Google, okay? So selling tax lots. Let's select our tax lot. We will do a limit order. Oh, we have some money now. Okay. So now then, where do I think's the best gain? I can click these bottom three lots, boom, 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 and I'll make $2.92, $3. Or you can't quite see. Let me just go to this screen here. There you go. You can see there, I'm making $3 if I sell those, and it puts $94 back in my account. It's nothing. It's just a little bit of dust. There's no real point selling that. The big trades are above it, and they're all out of the money. If we click here, you'll see if I sell those like an idiot, I would get $28,000 to put back in my portfolio. That would then give me another $28,000 of buying power. So I would have around $60,000 of buying power. Margin would be reduced. My risk would be gone, and I could buy, but I would lose $1,600 to do that. We don't want to do that, do we? No, there's no point doing that when we see at least 25% profit in Robinhood. There's no point doing it. There's no point selling the ones at the bottom because it's just dust. The real money is made on the higher lot. So there's no money there from Robinhood. It has had a nice little bounce this morning, but nothing that we can take advantage of. And that's the power of lots. And as you can see, it's gone straight back down again. So there's nothing really to do there. What about if we go to Ethereum? Now, Ethereum is trying to bounce a little bit. Let's have a look there. We're up a little bit today. Nice. Bit exciting. I've got to sort this out. This used to be all laid out lovely, and it's all to cock. I don't like it. Right, if we go here, if we go trade, sell, and do the same thing, let's go into tax lots, and we'll do a limit order tax lot as well. Tax lot here. Let's have a little look. Let's see our lots that we've got left. Now, if we scroll to the bottom, you can see there's nothing in the money. We're very close. When we hit $2,000, right now I could put $4 grand in my bank, which would give me $8,000 of buying power. Very nice indeed. And I would lose $28. I could do that, sell for a loss if I thought Google was just being given away and I could make more on the $4,000 that I can spend on Google. But as you can see, that would be silly because one, it'd be a loss and Google is going up. We want to buy Google now at $298, $295. As you can see, Google bouncing back very quickly, and you can see me have a green day today and earn 20 grand and then start trimming the lots and then paying down margin once again and then keeping the lower lot. So that being said, let's go back to that trade. So we'll forget Ethereum. There's nothing to do there. Let's clear that. Let's go back to Google because we are now getting a bounce. We could easily turn green today. Let's go to Google. Now I'll show you my lots. If we go trade and we go sell and we go tax lots, selling tax lot, we'll apply a limit order if we need to sell. Tax lots. The ones I purchased last night are included. So the ones I bought at the lower prices last night, by the way, for those that said, are you cancelling orders? There they are on the screen at the top. I can't trade them yet because I bought them throughout the night. People saw that on Discord and Electrum, of course. So we can't do that. So all those lower lots we can't sell. They're all in profit now. All of those are in profit. If I was able to click that, I would put in my bank, 15, 40, 50, 67, about 80 shares of Google. That would be very, very nice indeed. I mean, how much is that? What's 80? Can someone do me a quick calculation, please? What's 80 times 304? It's quite a lot, but that's how much money I could put in profit. They're all in profit. Every one of those lots is in profit, by the way. In fact, I'll do it myself. 80 times 300. Let me do it myself. Here we go. Let me do it myself. Let's go 80 times 304. There we go. I could put $24,000 back in my account this morning, which would give me $48,000 of margin to spend. But we don't want to do that because Google is going up. So what would be the point? We don't want to sell on the way up. We want to sell when we've made lots of money, right? So we're not going to do that. And there's no point buying XRP. So where does the money go? Well, I could go safe and put it in my safe pot. Stick it in the put it in the safe. But this is bloody awful. It's so annoying me. My bloody what do you call it? My dimensions have all changed. It's really doing my head in. I'm going to sort that out. I'll sort it out when I'm off air. Anyway, we're seeing a nice little bounce in Google this morning. Other things are keeping the portfolio down, but we are getting a nice bounce, exactly what we expected. All of a sudden, you're going to see it go up 20% and everyone's going to miss it. But we don't mind that. We don't mind that. We're ready. The portfolio is poised to turn green. And when you think about it, folks, look at this. When we started the show, we were down $6,000. We've just made $3,000 in the last 5 minutes. Of course, we haven't made the money. It's all paper money until we sell. That's why we trade aggressively. So now let's go into our big stories. Now we've gone through comments and questions. Nobody wanted to call in, so let me end that. I love giving the opportunity to my trolls to call in. They never do, though. XRP. Oh, yes. Something exciting. We released yesterday our very first digital products. This is really cool. I love mentioning this because this is going to fire everybody up now. You ready? We've now got our very own XRP digital property. Look at this. All right. You're going to love this. All right. Now then, let me pin that to the top. You do need to be on a computer to get this, and it will reveal secrets. There you go. That'll get everyone interested. So what have we got? We have got XRP swag, computer only, Discord only. So it's for verified users. It's for people who have come through the interview process that are on Discord. And you can access a backstage pass to secrets that aren't shared on the show, things that take you deeper into the strategies and behind the scenes. I've got I've got things with my tours of the World Piano Man, my Vegas show, when I did Phantom of the Opera, all kinds of stuff when I rehearsed with Wings, Sir Paul McCartney, Elton John, all kinds of stuff that you get in the backstage pass. All right, so we wanted to give people extra juicy, exciting stuff. So how do you access that? Well, you click on that link. It'll only work if you're on a computer. For security, you can't do it through an app, I'm afraid. It goes through because there are things to download. You can get digital property. You can get XRP song. You can get an XRP ringtone. You can get an XRP video. You can get an XRP a poster, an image, and then you also get access, you get a role to the Backstage Pass channel on Discord, where we show you all kinds of cool stuff. So if you want to see me doing Vegas shows, if you want to see me touring the world and all the places I've been all around the world as the World Piano Man, you can access that. All right, there you go. Something pretty cool that people have been asking for. Oh, can I see all these pictures and all that kind of stuff and videos? Yeah, you can. We give it to you. A lot of it's my personal back catalog and private stuff, but I'm now sharing it with my Backstage Pass members. All right, so there you go. You got to be on Discord, and if you want to get that, you can buy that. All right. I think it's this drop is $2.99, and you get all these different roles and merchandise and stuff you can keep and own. It's yours. You own it. So you might enjoy that. XRP ringtones, all kind of stuff, plus the Backstage Pass. All right. So there you go. That's in the chat right now. Let me just drop it in again. And there you go. So let me come back to the big story of the day. Let me put this up here. All of my trades as well on Discord. There will be onboarding, and there will be a special event at the end of today's show as well. We do 2-stage events. We are giving all the services to everybody until the end of the month. That gives everyone the chance to upgrade. So we've answered all the questions. We did all of that. Shall we now go into our big story of the day? I think we shall. Right. So you ready? Okay. There's something about this that's just annoying me. I've got to fix this. Yeah, I'm going to fix it. I'm just going to fix it. It's doing my bloody head in. Right. Is that better? Let's go individual stocks. Yeah. You see why I didn't want to buy XRP? I didn't want to buy XRP today, did I? I told you. This is why I sold. This is why I trimmed. This is why we don't want to sell. Again, that was all shared on Discord. So that looks a bit better, doesn't it? Are we getting there now? I think we're getting there now, aren't we? Ethereum, we pivoted into that. We see a better return on that. Yeah. I think it's better, isn't it? Anyway, it's bothering me. I'll work on this later. Things aren't. You probably not. You probably gone. I can't even see the difference, mate. Anyway, that's fine. So let's go into our big story of the day. This is all from our newsletter, by the way. If you want all this, there's the show notes of the show. There is the newsletter in the chat. You can see it right now. Let's break it all down. So here are all the details in who's buying, who's selling, the valuations, the profits, the losses. I mean, the whole works on Google now, and the AI play in detail. So for those of you that don't like details, that you switch off now. This isn't for you. This is for those that like the detail. So let's get straight into it. You ready? Okay. A lot to go through today. So let's start. I'll make a video out of this as well. This can be its own video as well. All right, let's put that down there. Oh, that doesn't want to be behind there. Hey, why is that behind there? Does it really matter? No, it doesn't, does it? Okay, ignore me. I'm just talking to myself. I wonder if I can move this. I've just got a new setup and I've got lots of new stuff now. Right. Okay. Oh, that's quite cool. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Ignore me. I'm talking to myself. Okay, so here we go. The one big thing, the details of why I've gone all in now with Google and AI, and I'm making money from crypto to pay for it. And I warned everybody about this, shared it all on my Discord and my Electrum. Let's go now into the details, brought to you from our very own newsletter and interpreted in my own unique way. I hope you enjoy this. So let's go straight through it. There is a newsletter in the chat for you. If you do like this content, please tap the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. Okay, let's get straight into it. Here we go. The AI CapEx disconnect. There is a major disconnect. Major technology firms are committing over $630 billion to artificial intelligence infrastructure despite a widening gap between investment and tangible profit. This spending surge coincides with public markets raising $1.3 trillion in sector value. As skepticism grows regarding immediate returns. Evidence shows that nearly half of the corporate AI initiatives are being abandoned, while infrastructure needs outpace current electrical grid capacities. The market is now penalizing companies that fail to demonstrate clear financial gains from these massive capital outlays. For investors, speculative enthusiasm has transitioned into strict demand for verified revenue generation. Don't you believe it? Success requires identifying which entities are securing a competitive advantage versus those merely sustaining high cost operations. Very important stuff. So let me go into the winners and the losers today, and you can decide what comes next. So, first of all, in today's market, we've got the winners. MASI, they're up today. OCUL, they are down 24% today. PLYX up 43.97. ADI is up 2.31. Losers, CGTL down 36%, LVRO down 32%, DHR down 7.63%. All right, so let's break it all down today. First of all, let's talk about the jobless rate. This is important, the jobs market. This is very important because this gives us the indication of where the markets are going next. Let's break all this down. So, the UK labour market is showing visible cracks as unemployment ticked up 5.2%, a level not seen since early 2021. This cooling, paired with slowing wage growth, has markets betting on at least 2 Bank of England rate cuts before the year ends. Predictably, the pound dropped roughly 0.6% against the dollar, making it the worst performer amongst the G10 currencies today. It's a classic data-driven pivot. Investors are moving away from the higher for longer narrative in London as the economic reality of a 5-year high in joblessness sets in. This shift matters because it changes the relative appeal of the pound. While the Fed is in a holding pattern, the Bank of England looks closer to the exit door. For retail investors, this trend highlights a divergence in central bank paths and may keep the dollar strong. We're also seeing bruises to sentiment. From late January, volatility in metals and tech. With liquidity still thin after the US holiday, these labour numbers are acting as a catalyst for broader risk-off moves, pushing money toward safe havens like 10-year treasuries and the yen. Indeed, it is. I want to give Sensei's thoughts to this in the newsletter. He gives a slightly different approach to me. He has said, and he recommends, that you actually watch the 5.2 unemployment level. If jobs accelerate, the Bank of England may move faster than expected, which signals the pound could face more pressure against the dollar. Our next part of this is the dollar finds safety. Let's go into our next part, part 2. Tap the like button if you like this and consider subscribing. We're now talking about the dollar, how it's impacting the market. As we see the market go down 8% now, where's it all going? It's going down in crypto. This is why we trimmed our crypto, by the way. I told you I'm taking my profit out of XRP, I move it into Ethereum, and I'm using that to buy our dip for businesses that actually make money. And Google is finding some support now around 300, where XRP could go all the way back to $1, no question about it. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's watch our live portfolio live on the screen. You can see it down now, 3.48, but get ready for a massive rebound. Could even turn green today. So let's focus now on the US dollar. The US dollar climbed to near a 1-week high on Tuesday, with the DXY index hitting 97.247. As traders returned from the holiday break, it's a classic case of risk aversion. As investors grow nervous, they're parking capital in the greenback for safety. While the dollar gained ground, US stock futures for the Dow, S&P 500 and NASDAQ all turned lower. The shift is being driven by a heavy week of event risk. Specifically, the upcoming Federal Reserve meeting minutes on Wednesday. And of course, we will cover that live with you, so stand by for that. The real story, though, is beneath the surface in the AI disruption narrative that's currently hammering parts of the tech sector. Software stocks are leading the declines, fueled by fears that advanced tools like Anthropic's Claude Cowork could fundamentally break the financial SaaS business model. Investors are beginning to price in a future where autonomous agents replace human workflows, potentially erasing the need for a per-seat subscriptions. Interestingly, though, semiconductor names are staying resilient because the market assumes we will still need the chips to power those same agents. It's a volatile split that's pushing traders to seek the dollar stability while they wait for more clarity from the Fed on the next rate cut. Indeed it is. We're watching Google now drop quickly. We're watching everything fall down at the moment. It's getting pretty dicey. What did Sensei have to say about that? Let me just share Sensei's thoughts with you. He says watch the 97.25 level on the DXY. If it breaks higher, it's a signal that the market is prioritizing capital preservation over growth bets until the Friday PCE data. Now, of course, we will cover all of that information. You will not miss a thing. So let's now go into oil. This is a very important story. Oil blockades. This is also affecting the macro conditions. Please tap the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. Okay, very nice indeed. So let's go straight into our next part. This is all about oil. So President Trump confirmed that Secretary of State Marco Rubio is in active talks with Cuban officials as the island's economy nears a total collapse. The crisis was triggered by the January capture of Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro, which served Cuba's primary source of subsidized oil. To tighten the screws, Trump signed an executive order 14380 on January the 9th, 2026, which authorizes new tariffs on any third-party country, like Mexico, that attempt to supply oil to the island. Trump framed the situation as a humanitarian threat while insisting that the embargo and oil squeeze will continue until Havana makes a deal. Exciting stuff, right? This provides opportunity for investors and traders. We like all this macro uncertainty. This provides us with a backdrop to be able to buy the dips, which is exactly what I'm doing today. And you can see my portfolio down nearly $10,000 today. Am I worried? Of course I'm not worried. It's fine. I like it. I understand what I own, and in a moment, I'm going to share the reasons behind why I bought Google as well, which is my main position. I've trimmed my XRP, waiting to buy it back at $1, and I will do so. All right, so let's carry on with this story. This isn't just a local energy shortage, it's a masterclass in using trade as a geopolitical weapon. Just mentioned that a moment ago. By threatening ad valorem duties on oil suppliers, the US is effectively forcing global partners to choose between the Cuban market and American consumers. Major airlines like Air Canada have already suspended flights due to jet fuel shortages. And the tourism sector is paralyzed by rolling blackouts. For investors, the takeaway is the Maduro president. The administration is signaling that economic strangulation and secondary tariffs are the new standard toolkit for regime change goals in the Americas. I'd like to get Sensei's thought on this. Perhaps I'll share this with you now. So this is what Sensei had to say. Watch Mexico's response if the US pulls the trigger on tariffs against Mexican exports over oil shipments. It could spark a broader trade friction that hits North American supply chains. All right, I've got another big story to bring to you now. The pricing truce is officially over. What's all that about? Let's get straight into the pricing truce and what is really going on with that. So the holiday pricing truce. Are you ready? Have you tapped the like button? Have you considered subscribing? Thank you so much indeed. My portfolio is falling. We're watching Google X. Everything's falling today, but we've trimmed our most volatile stocks. We've trimmed. Otherwise, we'd be down 20% today if we hadn't trimmed our XRP, which is why we did it. So anyway, the holiday pricing truce has vanished and companies kick off 2026 with an aggressive price hikes. Data from the Adobe Digital Price Index shows January online prices saw their largest monthly jump in 12 years, specifically in electronics and furniture. It's a broad shift. Levi Strauss is adding $5 to $10 to the cost of jeans, while Columbia Sportswear is pushing high single-digit increases to offset tariffs. It isn't just retail. Construction firm SSRG is implementing 10 to 15% hikes on new contracts to cover steel tariffs and double-digit surges in health insurance premiums. For investors, this marks a pivot from demand pull inflation to cost push pressure. When costs like health insurance and tariffs become structural, companies have two choices: eat the margin or test consumer loyalty. We're seeing surgical prices from McCormick to protect profits, but there's a limit. Stanley Black & Decker learned this the hard way last year when high single-digit hikes led to falling US sales. If these January hikes signal a trend, goods disinflation could stall, which watch for now. Many brands are archiving products rather than risking a price point that shoppers simply won't accept. And we're still seeing the markets fall on all of this. All right, now then, we're going to move over now to our next story, which is the Pentagon versus cloud, the AI ethics standoff. This is a big story of the day, and I'm going to share this with you now. So let's go into it. I hope you're enjoying this. Please do tap the like button and consider subscribing as well to our channel. There is the link right there. We're now down $10,000. Are we worried? No, of course we're not. Let's have a quick look at the markets and see what is moving across the board. So our portfolio is down 10,000. Well, it will do. When you're 300 grand, it can go down 10 grand easily. The S&P is selling off today. We want to be back here soon. We're not buying it yet though. Virgin Galactic down 3.52, being decimated by all of this. Palantir down 1.81. Gold is selling off. Where's the money going? Into cash right now. Amazon is down 0.28. Apple is up 1.26. Enphase Energy, solar, my top pick of the year to go to $100. Coca-Cola hitting that $80 again and flatlining. People will sell it and buy back Google. They will. They always do. I'm ready. I'm ready. Are you? J&J is up. Chevron Oil is down. We just spoke about oil. Tesla is down. I wouldn't buy that. McDonald's is up. Google down, trying to find some level support. 298, a nice little buy there. I can't buy it. I'm out of money, but I've got it at 299. So I'm not too worried. It's going straight back up again, though. It could bounce here. I'm not buying. I can't buy it there. I would like to buy it there. And if I made money from my XRP, which I can't do right now, I would be buying that. Microsoft down as well, 1.55. Meta down 1.28. Nvidia, goodbye. We got the earnings around the corner. Walmart down 0.83. Tilray Brands, a joke stock. Robinhood is down 3.2. No money there. That's crypto base, of course. Rocket Lab, too expensive. Plug Power, Russian manipulation. Bitcoin, 67 now. Just keeps on going. We can see 50,000. XRP is also down as well, but again, we're not buying this high up. We're buying it at $1, and Ethereum also dropping down until we go over $2,000. We can't sell that either. So we are kind of waiting for that next move. All right, so let's carry on with our AI story. Getting deeper now into the reasons why I'm buying Google. I hope you're enjoying this. Please tap the like button and consider subscribing. We will do more live Q&A for our members very shortly. So let's carry on. The Pentagon is threatening to sever ties with Anthropic, the AI firm behind Claude, over a heated dispute regarding military guardrails. At the heart of the friction is Anthropic's insistence on strictly prohibiting its models from being used for mass surveillance of Americans or the development of fully autonomous lethal weapons. While Anthropic signed a 2-year deal in 2025 to bring Claude government into classified networks, extension talks have snagged. Defense officials are pushing for an all lawful purposes clause, which would allow the military to use the AI for any legal operation, including weapons development and intelligence. Without vendor-imposed ethical vetoes, tensions reportedly spiked after an executive at Anthropic questioned if Claude was used in a January raid targeting Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro, an inquiry the Pentagon viewed as potential interference in kinetic operations. The standoff highlights a growing divide in the AI sector between ethical purists and firms willing to meet the military demands, while rivals like OpenAI and Google are reportedly moving towards the Pentagon's all lawful purposes framework. Anthropic's faces being labeled a supply chain risk. Designation also reserves for foreign adversaries. For retail investors, the fallout extends to listed partners like Palantir, which integrates Claude into defense workflows if the Pentagon follows through on its threat to make sure they pay a price. It could trigger a messy, expensive decoupling from existing classified systems. It's a reminder that in the high-stakes world of defense contracts, a company moral moat can quickly become a revenue liability if it conflicts with national security priorities. We're now seeing my portfolio bounce back very quickly. Remember, we were 10 grand down just a few seconds ago. You can see how quickly things can move. Right, now we're going into our deep dive on the reason why I am buying Google, with all the numbers, all the facts, and all the rest of it. So are you ready? We're going to give you a much in-depth story now on AI. Let me make a slight adjustment here a minute. I'm going to just try something. I'm trying to improve my services to you all the time. So I'm going to try something else. All right, let me do this. Oi. I just completely disappeared off the screen there for a minute. Right. I'm just going to try something now. Okay. Okay. Please bear with me. I'm just making some adjustments to try to provide I'm always trying to provide the best service possible, how I can do things. Okay. Okay. I think that works. Just taking a break a second just to reorganize myself. And now we're going to break down exactly why I've bought AI and I've bought Google. And I'm going to give you all the numbers. So let's go to it now. I'm going to go into Google and put that on the screen. There we go. Right. Okay. I'm also going to bring up the numbers down here. Right. Okay. I'm going to start this from here. Okay. Google AI, why I'm all in. Deep dive right now, the 600 billion question. Is our AI spending about to hit a wall? Are we about to hit a wall, and is there a bubble? And why have I gone all in? And why am I using XRP and Ethereum to pay for it? In this deep dive, I'm going to share with you the numbers, the valuations, and everything you need to know why I've bought alongside Warren Buffett and Cathie Wood. So let's go into our major story first of all. The big tech is on track to spend between 630 billion and 680 billion on AI infrastructure this year. Amazon alone plans 200 billion. Alphabet is committing up to 185 billion. Meta is up to 135 billion. And Microsoft roughly 148 billion annualized. To put that into context, the combined spending rivals the GDP of Sweden. It's a big deal. It's a massive deal. So why am I buying? Why do I think this is a golden opportunity? Well, the S&P 500 briefly touched 7,002 on January the 28th, pulling back to roughly 6,836 by mid-February. 8 of 11 sectors are now in the red. Microsoft has fallen from 480 to 399. Nvidia trades at $180, well off its highs. The Nasdaq 100 is down over 4% from early February. Big tech has shed a combined 1.3 trillion market value since late January. So is this an opportunity to buy, and which one would you buy? Well, something is shifting, and the key question for 2026 is whether all that spending will actually earn its keep. This is the big question. The AI reality check. Most of this money hasn't produced matching revenue yet. An MIT study found that 95% of enterprise AI pilots fail to reach production. S&P Global reports 42% of corporate AI initiatives were scrapped in 2025, up from 17% the year before. Forrester found 55% of companies that cut staff for AI now regret it. And Gartner predicts half will rehire within 2 years. Think about that. Klarna, the poster child for AI-driven layoffs, replaced 700 workers with AI, watched quality collapse, and quietly brought humans back. I love it. The power grid can't keep up either. Morgan Stanley projects a 44 gigawatt shortfall for US data centers through 2028. One of our top picks is actually the energy sector. We like nuclear and solar. I predicted the Enphase Energy and Texas Pacific Land, where they're going to site all these things as well as some of our best plays. There will be a shortfall. Bain and Company calculates AI needs $2 trillion in annual revenue by 2030 just to justify the infrastructure being built today. But here's the important nuance. AI is not going away. This technology will define a generation. There will be a time before AI and a time after AI. We are at the inflection point right now. The companies that crack the monetization problem will be among the most valuable businesses in history. This is why I'm buying, but you have to know which ones to buy, how to buy, and the whole philosophy of catching a falling knife is a bad idea is wrong. Catch a falling knife carefully and get something else to pay for it. I'm using XRP and Ethereum to pay for everything that I'm buying with my for my Google. You do not want to be completely outside of this trade when that happens. The question is timing and price, not whether AI matters. The winners and the losers. Let's look at the winners and let's look at the losers. Which ones should we be investing in? The market is no longer treating all AI spenders equally. A clear divide is forming. So we've got Alphabet holding up. I know it's down a little bit and quite a lot, but it's holding up. Meta is outperforming. We spoke about Meta going to $800. Microsoft is down and Amazon is under pressure. This is why I'm all in with Google. I don't like the business model for Meta, so I steer clear of that one, but I do like Google. Remember, Google is also my boss. Maybe I'm sponsored by Google. Somebody will say that. I'm bound to. But yeah, Google own YouTube, and I know how well YouTube is doing because I get the inside track. I see how ad spend is going up. So I know that Google is making more and more money. I can see the back end of it. Puts me in a very privileged position to see that. Anyway, Alphabet and Meta can point to clear growing revenue from AI. That's the key word here. They are pointing towards revenue. They are making money. Microsoft and Amazon are spending aggressively, but struggling to show where the returns are. Investors have noted, oh yeah, we've noticed, we've seen it, the risk nobody's talking about. Beyond AI, there are two structural risks that deserve more attention right now. Indeed, there is sticky inflation and the stagflation trap. The Fed itself has flagged stagflation as its biggest concern for 2026. Core inflation sits above the 2% target. ISM services prices hit 66.6, which signals that cost pressures in the services sector aren't easing. At the same time, unemployment is creeping higher. Revised data showed only 181,000 jobs were actually added in all of 2025, roughly 900,000 fewer than initially reported. RBC Capital Markets sees core inflation potentially reaching 3.5% by mid-year. Well, who does that affect the least? It affects Google the least. Why? We've explained it many times on the show. These are the companies least affected. And when everything else is dying and everyone's running away from the Russell 2000 and so on, where will they end up? They'll end up in quality stocks like Google and the S&P 500. RBC Capital Markets, I'll repeat this, sees core inflation potentially reaching 3.5% by mid-year. Consumer confidence has plunged to its lowest since 2014. Credit card delinquencies are at their highest in nearly a decade. The Fed is stuck. Cut rates and risk fueling inflation, or hold and risk tipping the economy into recession. There is no easy path. And don't forget, the yen carry trade. Oh yeah, we know all about the yen carry trade. There's still lots of drama. There's still lots of stress. Remember, the economy is not the stock market. So if you are in XRP right now or in crypto, you are stressed. How low can it go? Well, XRP could go down as low as $1. Remember, you got to do your numbers. You've got to work all this stuff out because we are going to see a boom. I am ready. But before then, yeah, you've heard it. We're going down. We're going down. But those that understand the value, understand inflation, understand the markets, we can buy on the way down with confidence. The trade wars are kind of over to a degree, but we need to be prepared. We need to be prepared for the markets to take off. We don't want to be sat on the sidelines. We want to be there. We want to be ready so we can take off and literally go to the moon. It's not a phrase I like, but I know many of you do, so I like to use it from time to time. But the yen carry trade is so important, and we've spoke about this on the show before, and let's talk about it right now. The yen carry trade, BCA research called the yen carry trade a ticking time bomb. On February the 11th, Apollo Torsten's Slock flagged similar concerns. Morningstar chief U.S. strategist David Sekera warned it could threaten both U.S. stocks and bonds. The trade works by borrowing cheap yen and investing in higher yielding assets elsewhere. It unwinds when the yen strengthens of risk assets fall. And when it unwinds, it does not stay contained to currency markets. It spills into equities and bonds as leveraged investors are forced to sell. With the Bank of Japan signaling further rate hikes and Japan's 10-year yield hitting 2.35%, up from 1% a year ago, the conditions for another unwind are building. Past episodes in 2008, 2015, and 2020 all triggered sharp, sudden sell-offs. Let's now focus on the recession question. How worried should you be about a downturn? Are we going to get a recession? And which markets would that affect most? Let's break it down for you. So, the hard data looks reasonable. Manufacturing PMI hit 52.6 in January, the first expansion in a year. But the soft data is flashing red across the board. Consumers' confidence, credit quality, and labour market revisions all tell a more cautious story. The truth is probably somewhere in the middle, but the range of outcomes is unusually wide, and that certainty itself is the risk. Where are we on the clock? So how far are we before anything could collapse? Whereabouts? Are we at midnight? Are we 1 second away? How far away are we? One of the most useful frameworks for thinking about where to put your money is Merrill Lynch's investment clock. It maps the economic cycle into 4 phases: recovery, boom, slowdown, recession, and shows which asset classes and sectors historically perform best in each one. How to play the economic boom. I'm going to share this with you on the screen. I've got a lovely image here I would like to put on the screen for you. Let me bring this up. I've got an image here I think you'll like. Let me just fill the screen. I think this is great. Thank you, Sensei, for putting this together. This is really, really cool, and I think it will help a lot of people. Let me just make sure it fits lovely before I share it. Okay, here we go. So I'll put on the screen right now. This is how to play the global economic cycle. Merrill Lynch's investment clock. You can see there the recovery, boom, slowdown, and recession. Now, if you'd like to read that and go to it closely, you can pause it here, or you can simply go to the newsletter. I'll give you the link for the newsletter right now. You can get the newsletter and you can break this down and follow my show notes as well. You might like to do that. All right. Okay, let's carry on. One of the most useful frameworks is the Merrill Lynch's investment clock. We just spoke about it. And it shows which asset classes and sectors historically perform best in each one. Right now, the data is pointing firmly towards the slowdown phase. It is. It's pointing to the slowdown phase. Growth is decelerating, inflation remains sticky, and the Fed is on hold. In this part of the cycle, the playbook favors defensive sectors. We spoke about Coca-Cola, but then it moves. Where does it go to? It comes back to tech. High quality assets, short-term treasuries. We've spoke about that a lot. I've been doing that for a while now. And commodities that benefit from structural demand rather than speculation. If the cycle continues to turn and we tip into recession territory, that's when the clock shifts towards rate-sensitive sectors. Growth stocks, long-term treasuries, and corporate bonds. That's the phase where the best entry point for risk assets tend to appear. I want to be there. I want to be ready. Understanding where you are on the clock is the difference between chasing last year's winners and positioning for what comes next. Always play chess, not checkers. So how am I positioning, building the base? This is Sensei's thoughts now. I want to share this with you and see how it differentiates from my thoughts in the market. In a market this uncertain, there are always opportunities, but it matters where you look. Right now, I'm focused, this is Sensei, I'm focused on building a defensive base for the portfolio. That's what I did. I've moved on from there. I'm ahead of Sensei. I made a lot of money with my Coca-Cola. It enabled me to buy all of the crypto I've got now, which it can drop and then boom. We've already had a 50% boom last week. I made all that money last week. Remember that? I've already done that. So I've kind of moved on from defensive. We've reached our targets. And remember, defensive can't save you. Just because it's defensive doesn't mean to say it's not gonna go down. It certainly will, especially when people trade out of it to buy back their positions in tech once again. It's just a rotation. It happens time and time again. So Sensei is still looking for a defensive portfolio. I'm kind of done with that. I made my money. So Sensei will be looking for things like healthcare, utilities, consumer staples, and copper. These are sectors that tend to hold up well when volatility rises, inflation stays sticky, and economic growth slows. I agree with him. However, I've already moved past that point. Healthcare benefits from aging demographics and non-discretionary spending. Utility benefits from the AI-driven surge in energy demand. Data centers need more power regardless of whether AI monetization works out. Consumer staples provide steady cash flows because people keep buying essentials, and copper is the backbone of electrification. Data center bailouts and the energy transition demand is structural, not speculative. Later in the year, if we get the secondary flush I'm expecting, this is Sensei, I agree with him, I do. This is why I'm trying to make money along the journey before we get there. But even so, if I do miss it and I'm all in, I can live with it. It's not a problem if I end up being in that. I can simply keep earning money and keep buying the dip on the way down. Just like everybody else. When you go to work, remember, you are the engine. Don't use the stock market as a casino. You've got to earn money. If you earn money in your business and you are in stocks, you don't have to sell on the way down. You simply buy more with your income. Or if you've built a portfolio which provides income, whether it be dividends or whatever it might be, to give you some passive income to do that. And when I get to $1 million, I will have probably half of my portfolio in a revenue stream. It will be bringing me cash flow all the time, but we're not there yet. So we do expect an unwind, whether it's a carry trade or a broader correction. That's when I'll start looking at higher beta opportunities. This is what Sensei is focusing on. Innovative tech, and yes, AI stocks at better prices, because AI will change the world. I totally agree, but I'm already buying it as I've already made my money from defensive. But you don't want to pay peak prices for a thesis that hasn't fully proven itself yet. He's right there. The goal is simple. Build the base now, stay patient, and be ready to rotate when the markets give you a better entry point. Remember though, when it tells you what to do, it's already too late. If it was as simple as being told what to do, we'd all just sit and wait and we'd all make money. Of course, that's not how it works. You never want to be fully out of the market. I agree, because the biggest moves often come when fear is highest. But you also need to. You also don't need to chase. Let the opportunities come to you. He's absolutely right. I've made this point many, many times before that the stocks will come to you. I often use the phrase, the fish will gather again for the Andrea Gale. Name the film in the chat. Name the film in the chat. Which film am I talking about? The fish will gather again for the Andrea Gale. This is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to the stocks. So what to watch? The dates and the dates ahead, things that are coming up, why you need to focus. Well, we've got a lot coming up. We've got the NVIDIA earnings. That's just around the corner. If anyone books that in, we'll cover that for you. We've got the minutes coming up. We've got the FOMC report. We've got many, many things ahead. And we're also keeping a close eye on all of the yen carry trade movements as well. All of that we'll cover. Japan rate hikes and all the rest of it. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'm now going to break down some more information for you on Google, why I've been buying the business and why it's important. So let me break down for you the numbers, the actual numbers. So here we go. First of all, I'm going to share with you the intrinsic valuation. This will scare you now. Right now, the intrinsic valuation says that Google is worth $185, overvalued by 39%. With such a high growth stock, I've always said I'm happy to pay 25%. 25%. But this is the base case. The best case, which is where we are, is overvalued by 6%. There is your intrinsic valuation. This is why I'm buying Google. We are in a best case scenario for Google. We are about to see it explode. Warren Buffett knows it, Cathie Wood knows it, and I know it. So in the base case, we are overvalued by 6%. 6%. Pretty good, right? And we're crashing down at the moment. Let me go into some more numbers that will help you decide whether I'm right or not. Profitability of Google is 69%. Very, very nice indeed. Now, obviously, we don't need to say this. Obviously, they're not going bust. 78% is as high as you get. Now, some people will say, but they've got a lot of debt, Martyn. How can that be true? They've got a lot of debt. They do, but they can pay off their debt. They choose not to do so. They're like me. They like to borrow money when it's cheap or cheaper. So they're borrowing money. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. How much money are they borrowing? Let me show you. This is what you've got to focus on. Revenue is up 5% and expecting to increase. This justifies the stock price, but it's falling. Revenue is going up. Operating income is down 1% on the last report, but expecting to go up. Understand where I'm coming from now? Net income is up 6% and rising. Free cash flow is flat since the last report. Operating cash flow is up 9%. EPS, earnings per share, up 6% and expecting to rally. I think you start to get the idea of why I might be wanting to buy this. No one pays attention to this stuff. The balance sheet, the numbers, no one looks at it. It's boring, right? How much cash have they got? 126 billion. What happens when rates go up or stay the same? They earn more money. It's called margin. They crush the opposition. They can stay in business. They can make more money. How much debt have they got? I hear you cry. Well, they've got 46.5 billion in debt. Why are they borrowing money? I'm borrowing money. You say I'm wrong for borrowing money. Well, Google do it, Microsoft do it, Apple do it. Makes sense if you earn more money from the borrower, the cost of the borrowing. Absolutely. They can pay all their margin off, all their debts off tomorrow. What about their margins? Now, this is important. How do they compete? What we want to see is the margins going up. The margins are going up. Operating margin is slightly down. We have no forecast. But look at net margin. This is the real profit. Up, 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 up. Expecting to continue up. Google is making money out of AI. It's making money and it's growing. We like it. Let's move on down. What about the upside? Well, worst case scenario. Are we in a worst case scenario? No, we're not. But assume we are in a worst case scenario. It can drop 37%. What is the number I have given you on this show over and over again? Again, we're now going to do a verification check. Would you please check me? Would you please verify me for the benefit of everybody watching? What is the number I have said the S&P can drop to worst case scenario? Would you please put in the chat? I'm not going to tell you what the number is. If you are following me on YouTube, follow me on Discord. What is the number I have said the worst case scenario is for the S&P 500? If you've been watching, you will know, and that way it's verified to the trolls and anybody else that says you're all clones, you're all bots, the Lucasades and Discordians aren't real people, and Martyn makes it all up and the whole thing's a scam and a lie. Okay, what is the number that I told you the S&P could drop to? Worst case scenario in the carry trade. Could you please share that in the chat? I'd like to see if everybody remembers, just so you can prove the point. Once you've answered that, you'll understand where I got the number from. 37% on Google, worst case scenario. Are we in a worst case scenario? No, we're not. I don't think we are. I've just shown you the margins. Average. We're at least here, which outperforms the S&P. Hang on a minute. I thought you like the S&P. Now I understand why you're buying Google. It's scheduled to outperform the S&P. But we're not in an average position. We are in a best position. Where might that be? 41%. That is going to outperform XRP and crypto. Why do I need to be in crypto? Let me make money from crypto, and I've still got 110,000 of it. I trade the pumps, I buy the dips, I repeat, rinse and repeat, and I buy Google with it. 41% upside. Okay, I'm really pleased that everybody did remember and they verified me in the chat. Great stuff. Okay, you'll also remember that I said to you the best AI play is Google, valuations-wise, and that's why I'm buying it. I do what I say, and I say what I do. Do you remember me saying that Google was the best value of the Mag 7? If you remember me saying that, say yes in the chat. And if no, you're a bloody liar, you made it all up, say no, you're a bloody liar. So it's up to you. Go ahead and do what you need to do. Okie dokie. So there you go. There is my roundup of why I'm buying Google. It's still falling down. Am I bothered? Am I Eckers like? On the 21st of the month, something that people like to pick up on me. Go, Martyn's only making money because he earns money. Well, sorry for you if you don't earn any money. If you're unemployed, I feel sorry for you if you've got no income. But then you shouldn't be in the stock market. You can't buy the stock market unless you earn money. The stock market is not a casino. You don't buy the stock market with itself. You make money from the stock market by investing your income. You must have an income, whether it's from dividend paying stocks or a job. You've got to earn money. So yes, I work hard, and on the 21st of this month, in 4 days' time, I will get paid. And when I get paid, guess what I will do? I will buy the market. I make no apology for that. I mean, isn't that what everybody does? Apparently not. I'm the only one who does that. Anyway, so there you go. At the moment, I can't buy any more because I'm all in. But on the 21st, I get paid. You all know what I earn. I earn 100 grand a year on YouTube. That's my income. Of course, I pay taxes out of that, and I live and bills and stuff like that. I'm now paying all the bills because I'm doing well. So I'm supporting my wife more than ever before. So I'm investing in my family first, and I'm paying more bills. So I've got less and less to invest. But nevertheless, I'm growing my business, doubling my rate of growth every month, and I'm investing. So in 4 days' time, I'll earn some more money and I'll buy a bigger dip. Now, eventually, we will see some of our lots make some money. We want, of course, sell the top lots. Of course we do. That's where the maximum profit is gained. However, in a downtrend and a crash could occur, and I've shown you how low it can go down, and that wouldn't wipe out my portfolio anyway. My margin can live with that. That's risk management. I've got that buffer built in already. If it does start to go up, we can sell some of our lots for some profit. We don't have to sell the bottom ones. We can sell a few steps up and try and get lower again. Or if it pops up really quickly, we can sell the top lots. Any moment now, we could get a little run on crypto. And if we do, we can sell that. We've got over 100 grand in crypto. I think I'll show on the screen. There it is, $102,000, which will give me $200,000 of buying power to buy a crash if we need it. Remember, XRP can easily go down to $1, and we want to be ready for that. Okay, so there you go. There is my thoughts on Google and AI and why I'm buying the play. All right, hopefully you liked it. Tap the like button, consider subscribing. Thank you so much indeed. I'm now going to give you all the links. If you're watching live, stay where you are. I'm not really ending, just pretending, because I'm making it during a live show. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description, also pinned in the comments. And over here, I'll put more things that you'll find useful. Join me on Discord as I teach you how to trade lots. I share with you all my trades. You see everything 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all my trades. That's it from me. Until next time, stay where you are, folks. For those watching live, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, we are back. Now let's go to live Q&A once again. Before I go to live Q&A, did anybody get their swag today? You have to be on a computer. Did anybody get that? I'll give it to you again. You now get access to the backstage pass. You get all the little private stuff that no one ever sees. My personal private back catalogue from everything I've done touring the world as the World Piano Man. There is the XRP swag. You've got to be a member of Discord. You've got to be verified. You can then purchase this swag for a couple of bucks, and you can get an XRP artwork. You can get an XRP ringtone, a song, a video, all stuff, and you get access to the backstage pass if you would like that. Oh, Jeffron bought more Google at 297. Congratulations to you. Wonderful stuff. All right. So let me see. Let me go to Discord now and see if anyone needs onboarding. If you've just joined Discord, I will onboard you right now. Yes, we do have some people that wish to be onboarded with Camilla. We have 2 Camillas, so I'm going to have to check which ones is real. So stand by. I'm now going to do some onboarding. If you'd like to join Discord, there is the link right now. And you have just a few hours to choose your membership if you get through the interview process. So let me just bring this up. I'm now going to have a look at our members and see what we have. So you might only 2 out of every 5 get approved. So if you don't get approved, there's something about your portfolio we didn't like. People change their name to try and scam and be me and all sorts of stuff. So if there's something we don't like, you won't be admitted. So please understand that. We don't allow everyone in. It's a private Discord server. Let's have a little look. I do it all live, so you know it's real. Then the first thing you need to do is send me a friend request. All right, so you're not following a scammer. You don't want to be following a scammer. So if you want to send me a friend request, here is the link. There is the link, Discord, and send me a friend request. If you do that, I will accept it once you are a member. Now, you only have a few hours, otherwise you'll be kicked from the server. So I've got a few here that now need to be kicked from the server. Here we go. So we had Football Bag. You came in to the server. I let you in. Let me just refresh that, make sure. And your 12 hours have passed. So unfortunately, you decided not. This could be people trying to scam the service and they don't like the regulations, so we kick them out. So Football Bag, I'm sorry, but you are now kicked from the server. You can join, you can apply for again, but there's no guarantee you'll get accepted the second time. Cyphus has not claimed a role. So unfortunately, Cyphus we are kicking you from the server. It doesn't mean kick as it's rude. It's just what it's called on Discord. So please understand, I'm not trying to be rude. It's just what it's called. Chris, unfortunately, you didn't make it through the verification stage of the application, so we got to kick you as well, Chris. There's another one here. This is Nico. Unfortunately, you didn't do things right either, so we've got to remove you from the server to protect it for those investors that are here to make money, not to mess around. Okay, that's now updated. Everything is taken care of. Let me have a quick look and see if anybody has entered the Backstage Pass channel. Let's see if anyone has this morning. Server settings. I look by roles. I can see where's my roles. There we go. Yes, we have 4 members of the Backstage Pass. I can view our members. We have Auntie Val, Franca Muff, MRRW, and Casey is part of the Backstage Pass. There are 4 members, and you see some very exclusive stuff, and you will do over time. So there we go. That is now up to date. We've got no friend requests, nothing to accept. We're all up to date. All right. Now I'm going to go to live Q&A for everybody. Let me bring this up. Let me go into members only section. Oh, hello. What we got here?
At Hovu 4773 tipped 50,000 through Super Chat. My apology to Martin at first. I have some hectic time during Tet's holiday in Vietnam. Now I'm back on stage. No more sleep to cheer with you today.
It's wonderful to have you, Kevin. Thank you so much indeed for being here. Valued member of the server. Okay, let me go now to... Oh, we are members only. We were all the way through that. I thought we wasn't. Okay, fair enough. So let me answer a few questions. If I've missed your comments and questions, please do repeat it, and I'll do my best to bring you on. Okay, so Ninja Cowboy says, yes, you do remember when I told you about the price of Google and everything else. Good. Roger that. Diesel. Jerry Springer, take care of yourselves and each other. Yes, he did say that. You're absolutely right. How much in XRP? That's interesting that you say that, Terry. Interesting you say that. I think I know why you said that. How much in XRP profits did you move to Google? No way of seeing that now. I mean, all of my trades were on Discord and Electrum. Everybody saw my trades. You saw the profits, and then I used that money to buy Google. I don't know how I could tell you exactly how much XRP profit to how much Google. I'd have to go for all my audits, all my accounts, and I don't know. It doesn't really matter, does it? I mean, I took profit. You saw the profits, you saw the trades, and then I bought Google. Yeah, I don't have the answer to that exactly. I mean, I could work it all out, but I don't see the point. You just spent hours and hours working out and then come up with $4,000. What does it mean? All right. How much in XRP profits did you... Oh, I answered that one. Just bought more Google. Congratulations. Love seeing your Fafo mug in the background. Oh, yes. On the Valentine's show on Friday, yeah. You sang Sweet Valentine's song. Yes. Nice buy, Geo. What if the Supreme Court overrules the reciprocal tariffs? Yes, it will create a bit of havoc in the markets. There'll be a macro condition. I couldn't say exactly what the markets will do. I'm not really sure what they'll do with that. Kevin is back. Hello, Kevin. Hi, Kevin. He likes to announce himself, doesn't he? Morning, great. What do you think of buying both Google and Amazon as they are both trading at the same PE? Yeah, but like I explained in the video, Google is making profit from AI. That's what I'm investing in. The AI play is Google. For me, Amazon isn't making profit, speculation. So Amazon's a great business, but for me, it's just dumb money. Amazon is like, I'm buying Amazon because Amazon's Amazon and people buy Amazon. No, I'm buying Google for the reason it makes money. Glad you enjoyed your time off. Welcome back, Kevin. All right, okay. Time to wrap this show up now. We've gone through all our comments and questions. Let me now move it back to general subscribers so everyone can comment. Here we go. Let me back to there. Let me now move the show to the extra channel, which is where we're going next. And let me explain that to you as well. Extra channel. I'm now going to be in Discord for an after show event. I always do in Discord for my Discordians. We have an after show event, a live Q&A. So you can come and join me for that. I'll be there in just a moment. So you've got a few seconds to join Discord if you want to. There is the Electrum where I post all my trades as well. Make sure that you look on the post so you don't miss anything. Let me give you extra. I'm going to reset extra for today's show. You know what I mean by that. Let me put that here. Live now on extra. We'll be live in Discord in a few moments. Let me now go and rewind Discord. So you'll see me go over here. Look over here. This is our 24-hour stream, which replays the show's events of the day, not like Google, not like Bloomberg, who show you the same thing over and over again. What we do is we show you the day's shows. Okay. Just bear with me. It takes a couple of seconds.
I can't believe this.
There it is. Okay, the event is now set. You can see it rewinding now. So what I'm going to do is replay Sensei's show and my show from the beginning so you don't miss anything. Okay, and the way it works is you can be in this stream. It's a replay. It says on the screen, restream today's shows. Unlike Bloomberg, who show the same video over and over again, we show you the day's shows, what you've missed. The reason we do that is we have people in 76 countries around the world that tune in at different times. They tune in at different times, so they want to watch the live show. So they can watch a replay or they can watch it being restreamed like this, the catch-up channel, and then they can chat to each other live. So you can watch for free.
I can't believe
we've got some members being given away. We've got some members being given away. This is by Kevin. Kevin is donating some memberships. I'll come on to that in a second. So join us on the extra channel. If you want to watch for free, you can listen for free. If you want to be a member, 99 cents. It just keeps the bots and the idiots out so you can have a conversation with each other and talk about the day's events. This will replay today's show. Now then, for those of you who have just won membership, Kevin has just donated membership. This is your best opportunity ever to upgrade to Electrum because you have a 27% discount. Kevin has bought you membership, a bronze membership. Now, if you do nothing about it and don't use it, it just fades out and disappears. If, however, you go to the membership page on YouTube on a computer and you upgrade it to Electrum, you will see all of my trades for 27% discount. Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool. So here is the link for Electrum membership. Go and upgrade. You get a 27% discount because you've been given a bronze membership by our member who just donated it to you. All these are winners. Pretty cool, right? So you might as well take advantage of that. Right, I'm now going to end the show. As you can see, the morning show is about to replay. Then Sensei's show. You can go and enjoy that. Please do join that. I'll be back on Discord in a few moments. You can see now my portfolio coming all the way back. It was 10 grand down. It's now 7 grand down. We're up 3 grand this morning. I can start selling lots. Now, the lots haven't populated yet. They will tomorrow. So tomorrow, I will be able to start, or after hours tonight, I will be able to start trading these Google bounce back trades. And I can make a lot of money very, very quickly and reduce margin. If you want to know how this all works, join us in Discord and we'll explain it and teach it to you. Thank you very much indeed for all these new members. Thank you for being here. Tap the like, consider subscribing. We're now going over to the extra channel and hopefully you'll join us there as we prepare our extra show. And then, of course, in Discord
can't believe
in about
this.
15 minutes. In fact, I'll be on the hour at 10 a.m. Central, which is 11 a.m. Eastern. Let me just double check if I didn't have any gold members today. No, that's all good. My gold member was yesterday, so we're all up to date. It's bin day today. I'm the man of bins. Tuesday, I put the bins out. I put the bins out. I am the man of bins. Lots of members. Take advantage. See you on Discord in 10 minutes time for a special event and we're discussing more things and allowing live Q&A. That's it from me. Join me now on Extra. The link is in the chat. Oh, we got a new member just joined. Whale has just joined Extra. There you go. I can see it on the screen. Thank you so much indeed. Cool stuff. There you go. There's the Extra link. And I'll see you back in a bit. I'll see you on Discord in just a couple of moments' time. That's it from me. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.